If you have been itching for a brand new gacha experience or have been rethinking coming back to Wuthering Waves, this video will detail why now is the perfect time to come back or start based on what kind of player are you. And if you do play Genshin Impact or any other like gacha game, this video will aim to like convince you to get on the other game, right? For a myriad of reasons. I'm not going to get into all of the reasons right now. But first, this video is sponsored by me. If you do enjoy this video, please like and subscribe and comment, all of that beautiful stuff. I'm not big enough for an actual sponsorship, so just show this video some love. Yeah, moving on. So, you may or may not know, but version 2.0 is coming out for Wuthering Waves in January. Very early on, this version will also be the global launch of Wuthering Waves on PS5. Now, when gacha games typically do this, they kind of have a little relaunch kind of thing with their game, where they will often have really good characters there for everyone who's starting out to try and get and pull for, since they're going to be generating a lot of sales. There's going to be a lot of active players, so this is going to be a key time to get back on. Alongside this, 2.0 is probably going to overhaul a lot of reward mechanics, a lot of mechanics in general, where a lot of stuff is going to get improved. A lot of rewards are probably going to get improved, even though they are amazing already. And overall, we are also going to get obviously new quest, new map expansion, and new characters. So all of this will be crammed into this massive update. Bunch of new characters, bunch of new content to grab yourself into and get yourself immersed in. Because honestly, as it is right now, the game is literally getting better with every single update. I have not lost this honeymoon phase that a lot of people claim that people have with gacha games. It hasn't worn away. Even though I haven't been playing that long, it hasn't worn away. So, you know, that's saying something. I have TikTok brain, and if me with TikTok brain doesn't get bored of game instantly, that shows something. All jokes aside, this game, I have plenty more reasons, right? This is more targeted to only Genshin Impact players. Genshin Impact right now is at a really rough state. A lot of players are unhappy with the game, and quite frankly, I am quite a bit as well. There's the whole representation thing with Natlan. Wuthering Waves has kind of shown the community that there is a company that will listen. Companies can listen, but just some will refuse not to. And because a lot and most refuse, people see it as big company doesn't see what we're saying. Obviously, we've got the voice actor strike going on around Genshin Impact, but that's not Genshin Impact's fault, right? Genshin Impact actually does like outsourcing, so they get a whole like different company to do their work, and it's that company itself which is like interfering with the contract, which is saying they will not use AI voices, and they are actually refusing to sign up, which is horrible. And I know a lot of voice actors are being transferred over to different studios now. It's a whole thing for a different video. But yeah, don't blame Genshin for the voice actor strike. It is not their fault inherently. It is more the studio that they outsource to. But that doesn't get Genshin in the clear. Natlan has been a very rocky trip for Genshin. All of a sudden, we gain all these modern things like DJ sets, motorbikes, all of these things, right? Which some people can argue doesn't belong in the game. And I know it doesn't belong in the game, but I also don't see that big of a problem with it. But I digress, you know, I do see why people have an issue with it. It can ruin immersion, and that is enough to break some people's experience of the game. Wuthering Waves doesn't have this issue. Wuthering Waves is set in like this modern, like near future-esque world, I'd say. It definitely feels very modern, but it doesn't feel modern to our standards. It feels modern plus 10 years. Give it something like that. Because of the way some of these buildings look and the way the technology works, it's a whole thing, and I really do love it. And it might be even more than 5-10 years, but I really do enjoy that. But I made a whole glazing video last episode. Come on, guys, if you're not subscribed, get subscribed and watch that video as well. After you've watched this one, it will convince you even more. But Wuthering Waves has never failed us with massive rewards. And when it comes to a global launch on a new console, which is the PS5, it's going to be massive, like the low taper fade meme. This is going to be massive. And we are probably going to get a lot of rewards. We're probably going to get like an additional login event. This is nothing confirmed. I'm just speculating here. Wuthering Waves didn't even get mobile game of the year, and we still got asteroids. Do you not know how insane that is? We got 800. If you haven't logged in for like the past, let's say like a few weeks, get on right now. Claim your 800 asteroids. Do your pulls, and you'll love it. You'll love it. But since this update is a massive update 2.0, I will tell you right now, a lot of the new characters that will be released from this point on, especially during the early seasons of 2.0 or like 2.x, let's say, will be overpowered. I have a feeling that Carlotta will probably be one of the best characters in the whole game because she's releasing in 2.0. If you feel like you're going to be behind on meta, now is the time to get back on the game. Now is the time to start the game. Time to start farming your pulls, getting through that early game content, getting your pulls, farming your way up, getting the exploration, getting all that stuff done right before the 2.0 update, because there's still a bit of time. If you're that kind of person that is scared of being overwhelmed by too much content, now is the perfect time to join, right before we get this other massive content patch. Join now, you know, grind your way through the early levels, grind your way through the exploration, or go at your own pace. The game really rewards both. It's fine. You don't have to be this aggressive person playing every single day. I know Genshin Impact has a very, very anti-taking breaks game loop because of condensed resin, all of that being like probably the worst resin carryover system any universal gacha game has ever had. It is really weird. I don't like it, and a lot of people don't like it. Once again, I'm not trying to hate on Genshin, I'm just saying some actual points here. That system is very outdated, and if you don't want to agree with it, then you don't. And if you are someone who's going to pick up the game on PS5 when it does drop, I hope you know that there is probably going to be a lot of exclusive rewards for you for being on that platform, because gacha games love being like that, and I'm sure Wuthering Waves will give you tons of reward for starting on that platform. And if you can pre-register, I'm not sure if you can pre-register on PS5, but if you can, then go ahead and do that, because that'll probably net you some more rewards if you can do that. I don't think you can though. If you want a whole like in-depth like me glazing Wuthering Waves, check out my other video on my channel. But this is more of a video trying to tell you to come back or, you know, start the game. And another reason for this is this game is actually amazing. Like, this is more for new players. This game is what every gacha game should be, packed into one. And it's this very fresh breath of air. No, is that how you say it? I don't know. Such a good experience. And honestly, I haven't had this much fun in a gacha game, or games in general, for so long, where I can just sit down by myself, you know. I don't even need my own music. The music in the game is that amazing. I just sit there and grind for like 3-4 hours, you know, leveling up my character. It's so fun, man. It's so fun. And, you know, if you haven't tried it already, then please go ahead. There's not much more to say for this video, but thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all of these beautiful things. And yeah, eat some carpet or something. I fucking fired. It stinks.